Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you a beginner's flipping guide to flipping on World of Warcraft. Now flipping is one of the best ways to make gold in World of Warcraft. That is how the richest of the richest players have made all their gold. So how it works is you buy an item for cheap and you resell it for more, and then you keep the profit in between. Now it seems very simple, but there's a few things that you need to know to actually make this be successful. Now, the main thing that I would say is knowing what items to actually buy and sell and what prices to buy them at. As you can see, we've made millions of gold from flipping. We've made multiple gold caps just off flipping items. In Dragonflight alone, we've made a few gold caps. So how it works is when you buy an item, you need to know that you can resell it for more. So the add-on that I recommend using, and that is required for flipping, is TSM. Now TSM stands for Trade Skill Master, and is an in-game add-on, and it's also an application on your desktop that you use. Now what TSM does is that it tracks the data, like the price data for items, and a whole heap of different data about items and how well they sell up on the auction house. So first of all, you want to head over to tradeskillmaster.com, so over to their website where you can create an account, and then once you have an account set up, you need to connect your realm. So there's a part on the website which is called realm selection. Make sure that you connect the realm you want to flip on there. Now once you have it all set up, you can go to the auction house and you actually see the TSM interface. Now this is where all the flipping is done, and this add-on really makes everything a lot easier. So you can make groups in TSM, and in my flipping guide we have a whole heap of groups of hand-picked items that I've picked over the years that I recommend flipping. Now what you can do when you run a shopping scan under the browse tab on TSM, and once you select the group you want to actually scan, so you can scan a group and it'll scan all the items on your auction house that are inside of the groups, and it'll give you a number on the right side, a percent number. So when it is at 100%, it means it is exactly at the market value where it should be. The lower the number is, the more of a good deal this item could be. So for an example, I like to buy all my flips under 30% of the market value. So the first thing I do when I do a scan is I'll go through all of the items that are under around 30%. It can be a bit higher. I just like to have under 30%. This way it will give you more room for profit and it will make the flip a lot more worth it. So as you can see, I go through and I look at the tooltip on TSM for all of these cheap items. Now if the item that is for sale meets my criteria, now I have a whole heap of criteria that I detail inside of the flipping guide. So I look mainly at the market value, the region market value, and all the numbers like that, and then you can decide if it is a good item to buy or not. So obviously the main goal here is to buy the items cheap that are way under the market value and the region market value. All that region means is that it's on your region. So if you play on the NA servers, it means that it's the average across all the servers on the NA. If you play on EU, it's across all of the EU, and that is just what the region price means, and then the market value is the price on your Pacific realm only. So I look at those two prices, and if the item that I'm buying is way cheaper to buy than both of those numbers, then this is an item that I'll be looking at to buy and could possibly buy. Now there's a few more criteria that I look into to make sure it's a perfect deal and that I'm not going to lose money, which is all inside of the flipping guide if you do want to learn exactly what to buy. So that is for flipping on a single realm. Now you also have cross realm flipping now. Now to do cross realm flipping, you're going to need 2 accounts, and you're going to want to create a bank alt on all of the servers. So on every single realm you want to have a character. Now this takes 2 accounts. You fill out as many characters as you can on one account, and then the second account you can do the rest of the realms. Now some of the auction houses are connected through different realms, so a good option to have on now in TSM is this right here, enable region-wide tracking. So this is going to track all the prices across all of the region-wide trading. So when you're buying an item, say on one realm, and then you buy it on a different realm, it's going to track them both of those realms, and you'll be able to have like a smart average buy for both of those realms, which comes very, very important, keeping track of how much you paid for the items and how much you actually want to sell these items. So when you're cross realm trading, you're going to be buying on the cheapest possible realm that you can find the item and where it's a really good deal, and then you're going to buy it on that realm. Then you're going to trade it to a second account on a different realm that has a much better price. Now to do that, you need two accounts. You group up, you'll phase to the same like layer, even though you're both on different realms, and then you can simply trade the person. Will trade your second account, and this way you will move an item from one realm over to a different realm. Now this is a great way right now to make a huge amount of gold. Now to find the items, we have a list of the top 100 items that I recommend doing cross realm flipping with, and that is inside of the flipping guide. But you want to use Undermine Exchange. And so when you head over to their website, this is like a website that tracks all the pricing. As you can see, there's charts, it has all the prices, but the main feature that is really, really good is this one right here. It shows you the price across all the different realms. So what we can do is we can come in on the cheapest realm, we can buy that item up, and then we can see where this item can be moved to for a much better price. So for an example, on Illidan, they're 45k. Then we can buy those and we can move them up to a realm where they're going for like 150k. And this way we'll be able to make the profit in between. So as you can see on Illidan, there is 4 of these listed, 3 for 45k and 1 for 50k. So let's jump over to the Illidan realm, and I'll show you that the items are there. Now the Undermine Exchange updates every hour or so, so you want to make sure that you're quick in and get the deals, especially if it's a really good deal, because you do not want to get beaten to that deal. So we're on Illidan right now. Let's search up the amount that we're just looking at on Undermine Exchange, and as you can see, there it is. There's 3 for 45k and there's 1 for 50k. So what I would do is I would buy these all up, and then I'd move them onto a realm where we could get a much better price. Well, the next price on this realm would have been 98k, so we could resell it there if we didn't want to cross realm flip it. However, if you would like to learn how to make millions of gold from flipping and get my list of the top 100 items, I recommend cross realm flipping, and then also my TSM groups and operations for TSM, which has over 10,000 handpicked flipping items all put into groups for you, and it also has the operations to list them profitably every single time, no matter what. So if you buy an item, you can know 100% that you're only going to sell this item for a profit using my TSM operations. Now they come with the flipping guide and it's all set up for you. All you have to do is copy the import string from the flipping guide, and then you can import that onto your TSM, and it'll bring up all of my groups, all of my operations that I personally use for flipping, and you'll be able to use them right away. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe.